So let's start with who's in-house, and we're going to start with restricted free agents.
Yep.
And on the table, one Trevor Zegras absolutely re-signed.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 25 years old, you have to sign this guy. Multiple years, 5, 6, however many contract number of years
Do
he
you
wants.
think, now, that's the question, is it going to be a bridge deal, like 2-3 years, like you're talking Cates or Forster, or is it going to be, long-term 5+?
Well, I think he's a foundational piece. I think offensively, you look at what he did, in a full year, how he played throughout the entire year. And, he was electric. He was a playmaker. He was able to spot people, score goals. Like he had some huge playoff goals, the game 4 goal against Carolina. That a very special player to do something like that along the sideboard. So he is a building block piece. You trade away Ryan Poehling and 2 draft picks for this guy. You can't give that up. You can't just let that guy just kind of walk right out the door and just say,
You're making it sound like we traded a boatload for him. We didn't really.
Well, yeah, okay, but
I say you don't let him go because of how valuable he could be, not because of what they gave up.
Fine. I'm with you on that. I hear you. But
we didn't cough up a first-round pick for him.
But I'm hearing some doubt as to why you would want to sign him to a 5-year, 6-year deal.
Well, he's been here 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So he did very well this year.
Mm-hmm.
His last few years, injuries and less than what we saw this year, play-wise.
By the way, he is arbitration eligible, I should say, this upcoming year, too. So
yeah, but you never want to get to arbitration.
Yeah, you never want to do that.
Yeah. Ask Jerry Jones how that works. No, they don't do arbitration. They do what you call it. Franchise tag.
Oh, yeah, franchise tag it, yeah.
Just piss off your players.
Yeah.
Which arbitration does. You just piss people off.
Yeah. They don't want to do that. That involves lawyers and all that stuff.
The question really is, do you want to do a 2-3 year bridge deal to see, maybe pay him more per year, but less years to see, can he be a center full time? Or do you want to do a full 5, 6, 7, 8 year commitment to him now after 1 year of results?
Yeah.
That's really the question.
That's a good question.
And I'm not sure I know what the answer should be.
Interesting. It's an interesting question. If you were to do a 3-year deal, that would take him to the end of the 2028-29 season. At that point, you'd still have Dvorak signed. You'd still have Tippett signed. Coots is still on the roster as well. Travis Konechny. So I think to your point, if you do a 3-year deal, it at least kind of builds maybe some additional time up, and maybe you move him. I don't know. I don't think you give him a no movement clause. I don't think you do that.
Oh no, you don't give RFAs a no movement clause. No.
Yeah, but
that's going to be the big question: is do you do the long-term deal now, or do you wait, give him a little more time to see if he can replicate, and then commit long-term? That's the question to me.
Would it be safer? So then that question then from me to you would be, would you do the bridge deal? Because you don't know. Your sample size, essentially, is what you're saying, is 1 year, and it was a very good year.
Yes.
Do you go 3 years paying him, let's just say he was $5.75 million. 3 years at $18 million. I'm saying $6 million per year for Trevor Zegras for 3 years.
I think you're going to have to pay him a little more than that based on the year he had.
Is he a $7 million player?
Like 8. He might be 8.
8?
8, I'll bet.
So that minimum would be a $24 million 3-year deal.
$24 million. The other question is, how, do you think he's going to age well? Right. I mean, he's not a speedster.
25.
You know what I mean?
No,
he's 25.
Not. No.
He's not a speedster. So it's not like as he gets older, he's going to become super slow.
Yeah.
Right?
He's clearly a playmaker. I think he's more suited on the wing than the center. I've said that before.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I mean, you're going to pay a premium for a center. Are you paying a center or are you paying a winger? That's another question with the contract, right?
Yeah.
Like, a center probably gets more money because
yes,
it's a supply demand thing.
Yeah. So maybe it's a maybe.
So
you
I
do,
wonder if you do a bridge deal to
you do a 3-year kind
see,
of like with
okay,
a Vladar.
Let's see.
You kind of do a Vladar, with a 3-year, and let's see what happens here.
Yeah. Either way, he'll be here. I want to make sure he's happy. That's the most important thing.
I think, all indications are that he loves the fans. He loves Philadelphia. I think getting out of Anaheim was the right call for him. And I think in his career, I think it was he has that kind of like look to him where it was like, oh man, I'm loving Southern Cal, love SoCal, California, whatever. And he was kind of lackadaisical a little bit. And I think when we traded for him, it was like, yeah, I know you were skeptical at the beginning. You were like, I just don't see the defense out of him. Yeah, he could score, but what
it was less
the
defense. It was more, does he have what it takes to go into the corner and get a puck? And he showed he was willing to do that.
Yeah,
and he did it without getting hurt that we know of.
Yeah.
So he proved to me, and I think he strikes me, having watched him, he strikes me as one of those guys who feeds off crowd energy.
Yeah.
Like a Travis Konechny kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I can see Anaheim, maybe he wasn't getting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he gets that.
They weren't a good team. It's not really a hockey market.
Gets
he comes here. He's like, oh, wow, this is what a real hockey market's like.
I'm going to play up to the crowd after I score huge goals. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to celebrate by the penalty box with 5 guys standing in there. It's good.